What a nice sound to start all this. We will now play Secret of Mana again, and I love it. I love it really much. I totally forgot what I did last time. We will talk today for the rest of the evening or day or whatever you have now about some stuff and what's going on and what's going wrong and all of this stuff. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I was already online for around nearly 7 hours. And I'm not giving up. I'm really not giving up here. I just do some things and, well, I know what I did before. Now I remember what I did before here. I was at the... I got the first elemental spirit. And I'm really hyped about Trials of Mana. I'm really hyped about it. To be honest, Trials of Mana Remake will be pretty cool. It seems like they made some wrong things in this game here. They made some mistakes and they worked with a completely unfamiliar engine, what they said. They said they worked with a totally unfamiliar engine and now they are a little bit more... Then they took an engine for Trials of Mana which is easier to develop. This is something what they said. And this is pretty cool that they are doing this. And I need to Gaia's Navel. Give me Gaia's Navel, I need this. I know I am probably the wrong person to rent stuff. Yeah, I am renting something. Sometimes I'm saying really interesting things about how a remake is good or bad and such. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I'm trying to tell the correct things. And sometimes I miss the right words. Sometimes this happens. But I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really care if I say some things where people are getting offended and such. Because if people are getting offended because I say some things which they don't really like, then I don't care. I really don't care. And this is something which is not working that good in the world and everywhere. And yeah, I guess I have some pretty good examples. I mean, the Secret of Mana remake, for example. How bad got this roasted? How bad got many people into this? And how mad were many people about this? I don't know. Many people. Many people were mad about this remake. Probably because of many people are not liking the translations, for example. And this is something where I say, hey, this is not a thing to be mad at. This is not really a thing why you should be mad about this. No, not really. Many people are even roasting the soundtrack. Many people are roasting the soundtrack about this game. This soundtrack is not that worse like many people are saying it is. It is okay. It is not that bad, but it is not perfect. And they give you the option to change to the original. How many games are doing this, to be honest? I don't know that much games who are doing this. I mean, many people are even saying, hey, this looks like a handy game. I mean, is saying that this game looks like a handy game really I don't know, an insult? There are many handy games or smartphone games out there who are looking pretty fantastic. I mean, not everyone, yeah, but some of them looking pretty cool. For example, the Star Ocean game. Star Ocean game looks pretty cool. And this is pretty nice. And to be honest, I enjoyed the original Secret of Mana a lot. But I also enjoyed the remake. Because it totally gave me that what I wanted. It just gave me the same game with better graphics. The graphics are not the best. Yeah, I give you that. I need to admit it. But it's not the worst. It's not really the worst. For example, I like these conversations what these characters are having. And this is pretty interesting. This is something what the original didn't have. And this is pretty cool. But what is a little bit... They haven't thought it out that well. I need to be honest there. Because they are talking when you are progressing in the game about things which happened, well, nearly at the beginning of the game when you have not slept in the bed. Or when you have not slept at the inn. Then they are talking about things which happened before. And this is weird. This is somehow weird. But I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that. And on the other hand, well, the gameplay is nearly the same. The gameplay of the remake is nearly the same, like in the original. Well, you can run around a little bit more freely, or your movement are a little bit more, not diagonal or something. How do I call this? However I want to call this. Yeah, the skills are a little bit differently. They are not so easy to do, not so easy to perform. Because you cannot quite tell when the character has finished using the skill. You cannot quite tell this. But still, magic is overpowered in this game. It is totally different from Trials of Mana. Totally different. But I enjoy it. Somehow I enjoy it. I don't even know. I don't even know what other people are saying. I didn't run into this with high expectations. So what does it mean? I'm not saying, hey, I think this game is pretty... will be the best game of all time. This is something I never have thought about. And this is hard to say. This is hard to say. The cutscenes are... don't want to talk about the cutscenes. Because the cutscenes are looking like that they are not really finished. Yeah, this is what it is. This is what it seems. That the cutscenes are not finished. Because they are not even moving the mouth correctly. Or sometimes they are not even moving the mouth at the first place. And other things which can be pretty cool, are, for example, the shortcuts. Shortcuts are always a good thing in these kind of games. And of course you can play this fully multiplayer. You have a 3-player co-op in this game. This is what I wanted. This is all what I wanted. And this is something which made me think this game is cool. They put in some other gameplay aspects here. For example, when you're hitting the enemy, you have an invincibility frame. This is something you haven't got in the original. But to be honest, the environment looks pretty cool. I think the environment looks pretty nice. pretty decent. On the other hand, there are cool. There are some there are some problems with the game, of course. For example, if you see the for sure. If you see that your game is crashing or something, this is a high problem. This is a high problem. But the reason for that is, of course, that the developers have said that they are working with an engine which they are not familiar with, and it's hard to develop, as it seems. And they now changed it. You know, changes, and this is good. Some enemies are really evil. This is what I have seen. For example, the bow rats, or how was it called? The Chopping Hoods. Yeah, I guess it was Chopping Hoods. These guys are a pain, especially at the beginning of the game, because these guys can more or less hit infinitely, and this is somehow weird. This is really weird. When they are indeed hitting infinitely, you're dead. You're dead. If you're not watching out, you're so dead. And next thing is yeah, I always talk about bad things too. Yeah, of course I do this. Oh, really? Of course I need to talk about bad things. Because bad things are in, and good things are in too. So that's the reason why I am talking about everything. And yes, I know that what is better, for example, if your party characters are out of the screen, you still can go. You still can go where you want. This was not possible at the original. I don't know why it wasn't possible, but well, okay. But for example, I played the German version of the game first, and then I found out that the German version has been translated totally weird. Let's say weird. They made some weird translations there, and this was something which is not pretty cool. What they still did here was that the spawnings are, well, like in the original. The spawn is like in the original. You only can have, for some reasons, 3 enemies at the same time on a screen. I don't know why. I don't know why. It seems like they used more or less the same code like in the original, but just try to use this some newer graphics. This is something which is not directly, not every time working. This is what you need to see. But it still got some other things. The computer players are pretty dumb. But they were always pretty dumb. They were even dumb in the original. You can talk about the loading zones, of course, because many things needs to be loaded for some reasons. Some things needs to be loaded, even if this was not the case in the original game. But I don't really care. I don't really care about it. And I still know why I don't care. I mean, this is not a bad thing. This is not so... Let's say it's not so evil. It's not an evil thing or something. I mean, it is just there. It's just there, and that's okay. But your characters are getting teleported when they are lost or something. Then your characters are getting teleported to you. So it doesn't really matter. It is not that bad. It's not that bad. It could be much worse. I guess many people are complaining more or less about the little things in the game, which is not so cool. For example, many players are saying that the map is not completely loaded and needs to be way, are you dead? And it needs to be completely loaded again. Even if this was totally different in the original. I don't know. You can complain about this, or you cannot. I don't know. This is just peanuts. I would say it's peanuts. What I don't like is the healing system. The heal is coming pretty low and pretty slow. When you are healing your party member and, for example, you are about to get the heal, the enemy can still kill you if you are low on HP. This is something I don't like. But then I just need to watch out a bit more. This is what I would say. And this is what I will say every time. You just need to watch out. If you don't mind, then don't do it. And, well, many people are even complaining that the character is not going into the, all up the stairs or something, that the animation is missing. In the original, this was in the game. In the original, it was in the game, but not here. For example, when I now go up there, there's just a loading zone. And the next thing is the cannon traveling. They scrapped for some reason the cannon traveling completely. I don't know why, but it is not in anymore. It seems they didn't mean to well, develop this. I don't know why. But it's okay for me. For me, it's totally fine. Okay. Let's kill this guy. It's pretty easy. This guy's pretty easy. And, well, technically you can say that this can be screwed up or something. I don't know. As you can see, I am not making some damage here until until my enemy has been spawned again. Normally in the original it was like this. You could hit the enemy while he is in this fire status. Let's say fire status. Yeah, this is probably a good thing. And there we go. And as you can see, magic is still overpowered. For some reasons. I don't know. It seems that they like magic. And the Trials of Mana, they don't like magic. They don't like magic anymore. Not that hard. There's no counter here for the enemies. The enemies are not behaving how you are behaving. They are not reacting on how you react on the enemies. This is good. This is, to be honest, pretty good, because this was, I don't know, something I don't really like in Trials of Mana. Well, the character models are not the best, but they look cute. Let's just say they are looking cute. Because this is how they are looking. They are looking just cute. They have cute models. And they don't have... how do I put it? They don't use the best graphics or something. It's not necessary. For me, to be honest, it's not necessary to use the best graphics for these kind of games. I mean, I am not playing games for graphics. But for me, I would say this game still looks better than Sword and Shield. Because they still have more animations, like in Sword and Shield. I'm sorry to laugh about this. I'm really sorry that I laugh about this, but it's just ridiculous how the company Game Freak is handling this. It's somehow ridiculous. Nobody can deny this. Nobody can really deny this. Well, they are giving you in the remake much more tips and hints what you need to do next. For example, like this is not existing in the original. And if one of your characters are getting a level up, your MP is getting refilled too. This was not a thing in the original too. But I don't mind. I really don't mind. They're making this a little bit easier, and I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that. If this is a little bit easier, then, well, why not? Why not? I don't really care. I don't really mind. And on the other hand, if you compare the animations here and the animations in Sword and Shield, you need to compare the teams behind these both games. And the Mana series team is not a big team. They are not that huge. They are... I don't know how many people are working for this company. I don't know. Or in this team. Not that much like in Game Freak. I mean, Game Freak, Pokemon Company, this is huge! This is a stupid, huge and ridiculous, huge company. And the Mana series team is not that huge. you can say whatever you want. But, well, the water looks nice, to be honest. I think the water looks nice. It's nice water. Don't you think? Don't you think the water looks nice? I think the water looks nice. But this is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I guess the water looks nice. like the sky on what was it? I guess it was on no, it was on Miiverse. Yeah, it was Miiverse. Well, this certain person already always talked about the water in games. He had a water fetish or something. I don't know. I really don't know. But still, the game is still pretty fun. I don't know. I really enjoyed it in every single second. I don't know. Probably because I somehow imagined when I was younger how this game would look if this game would come out for GameCube, for example. I was a little bit younger there. I was around 15 or something when the GameCube came out. I guess I don't remember anymore how old I was exactly. Or was I 13? I don't know. Somehow like this. And well, I didn't know. I know what kind of games I played. I know, of course, what kind of games I played when I was a kid. And Secret of Mana was one of these games. And I always wondered, how could these games look? Or how could these games look in modern times and modern games? I don't know. I didn't know at this point. And nowadays, many people are coming with remakes and remasters and all this stuff. I don't know. For example, in about 20 days, I guess it was 20 days, Star Ocean First Departure Arc will come out. This is a remaster of the First Departure from the PlayStation Portable version, which is, again, yeah, a remaster of Star Ocean 1 from the Super Nintendo. And this game was pretty cool. It was pretty nice to play. I really enjoyed it. I played it a bit. Well, no, not a bit. I played it through at least one time. And it was fun to play. It was really fun to play. But what bugs me a bit about First Departure was that the game looks like a skin from Star Ocean 2. And the problem with that is that Star Ocean 1 is not Star Ocean 2. And this is what I didn't really enjoy. This is what I didn't really like. And yeah, I know that Star Ocean 2 is probably the most popular game of the series. It is. I know this. I know that Star Ocean 2 is the most popular game in the series. But this is not the reason. This cannot be the reason for making a skin or something. This cannot be the reason. Nobody can tell me. Nobody can tell me this. And still, I already pre-ordered Star Ocean First Departure R for the PlayStation 4. I have pre-ordered this. And I will play it. I will definitely play it. Because I'm grateful that at least something from Star Ocean comes on the modern console. Well, we've got Star Ocean 5, yes. But the older ones are really fan favorites and wanted to go on newer consoles. And this is something I really enjoy or will enjoy. And that's the reason why I bought this. Because I want to support these niche series and niche franchises. And that's the reason why I bought this. Yeah, next thing is, of course, I put it into the title, Sword and Shield. Pokemon Sword and Shield. I said this earlier this day. I started to play Pokemon Platinum yesterday. Because I really want to re-enjoy a good Pokemon game again. Because, I don't know, I didn't enjoy Sun and Moon very much. I haven't even played Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Because, I don't know, the region looks pretty interesting, to be honest. It looks pretty promising, yeah, but I don't know. Something really bugged me out there. And I'm not so sure what this was. It wasn't really the reason that they haven't gyms anymore, or gyms, or I don't know how to call this. And this was not the reason. No, I think it is just the reason that the game felt a bit not like Pokemon, to be honest. A good thing there is that they at least got every single Pokemon in it. Something what Sword and Shield didn't got. Okay. Why is that so? They said that they wanted to make models from the scratch up. So, totally renew all the Pokemon models. But what did they do? They reused the Pokemon models from X, Y, and from Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So, you cannot tell me that this is from the scratch up, alright? You cannot tell me this. This is not from scratch up. They are a little bit, yeah, that this fits a bit to the style of the Sword and Shield. They look a little bit better. The details are eventually a little bit more in, and so on. Next thing, what they cannot explain is that they have removed some attacks. This is something I don't understand. Why should they remove attacks? Some people are trying to tell me, hey, you have much to do in this game. You need to fulfill the curry decks. And I ask myself, am I playing Pokemon for curry or for Pokemon? I'm playing Pokemon because I want Pokemon and not curry. Don't get me wrong. It's a good way to get new stuff into... it's a good way to put in new stuff and new ideas and so on. It's a cool thing. Don't get me wrong. But, and there goes the but. There goes the huge but. There goes the huge but. It is not cool that if you put in something new to remove something what was already in previous games. This is something what I don't understand. What I never understand. Play the game what you like. Yeah, I always do. I always do this. But I cannot really say that you or many people cannot just defend this stuff. They cannot just defend this stuff. I mean, I've seen a video where the other ones, or where many players have compared the animations. And I've seen the animations, and the animations were not really good. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. The goal from every game is to bring fun to the gamer. Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope that this is the case, but some points I don't understand. There are so many things I do not understand. It can make fun. Don't get me wrong, can make fun and such, but I don't know. It is not really fun if I just gotta catch a few and not gotta catch them all, you know what I mean? I can catch a few, but not them all. I cannot catch them all, so this is the reason why I'm somehow roasting this stuff. It's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons why I'm roasting this. Not the only one, of course. There are many things which is going wrong. I mean, they have showed their high quality animations. I've seen this and I thought, what the hell is going on? They have used animations from, or an animation style from, let me lie, from a game which came out on the PlayStation 1. And I mean Resident Evil 1. And the animation I mean is how the Pokemon are moving in cutscenes. They are somehow moving a little bit weird and it feels very off. Which is not cool. It feels very weird. It feels very weird that the Pokemon are somehow moving like... that they are not really moving, that they're not really having an animation. So many people are just mad about Game Freak because they lied. They lied to the audience, and the game developer never should lie to the audience. And this is something I don't understand, you know? I was thinking... okay, I don't care. Oh, I don't get it right now. Why are you telling me this? Yeah, it gives many black sheeps in the video game branch. Yeah, this is just sad that a huge company like the Pokemon company are doing this, or are stooping that low. And this is what I don't understand, and this is what I don't get. I don't get this. I don't get it why this happens. Okay. I really don't get it. I would like to get it, but it feels like I cannot. I will never. Game Freak ruined with their reputation from Nintendo. Not even that. They are ruining the reputation of Pokemon. Because Pokemon was mostly known for quality. And if the quality is not in anymore and they really deleting it, then, well, I don't know. Then this is not cool. This is not cool anymore. Not even that. Not even that. I don't know, the Pokemon Wailord, for example, is having a huge problem in Sword and Shield. A really huge problem. And the Pokemon Wailord is probably one of the biggest Pokemon of all. So what does this mean? The Pokemon should be big, right? Huh. Well, technically yes, but they made Wailord smaller than the trainer. Or more or less exactly the same height, or exactly the same size. But look, the Mario Zelda games, they are awesome. Not everyone, not everyone. But they are mostly, many games are awesome, yes. And they are having now huge trouble. But because this is a Pokemon game, which is really sad, it will still have good sales. And sales are telling what the developers are making good or wrong. So this is the thing where everything goes wrong. If the developers are saying, hey, we are more or less doing nothing into the game. We are doing more or less nothing, and so on. We can keep on this behavior for our games. So we can still put in zero effort, and the people will still buy it. Because I don't know how others are seeing this, but I see it like that. If the game looks awful and just not good, and many people or many things are going wrong in this game, then something should be changing. And what should be changed, or what should be changing? It's pretty simple. It should be that the character or that the person should eventually do something good in the next game, or change this in the next game. But they will probably not do this. But the question is why? Why they are not doing this? I don't get it. I don't know. Probably because they are seeing, hey, we don't need to do that much. So why should we do, or why should we put some effort into this? I mean, the people are still buying it, no matter what, and everything's fine. And this is something which goes wrong for a long time now. If it's a big series or a big game or something, then the people will buy it no matter what. I like the rhythmics music style again. I know what you mean. I know which one you mean. I forgot how it's called. I forgot how it's called. Let me think. It is on my. I have it in my mind. I have it in my mind. Totally. Something with can. With can? I don't know. now I'm much more confused. But yeah, I played the demo of it. I have played it a bit, but I have no rhythm feeling. I'm bad with rhythm. I'm really bad with rhythms. I don't know why, but I just don't have rhythm feeling. I really don't know why. That's the reason why I cannot play these games. But it's okay if others can play it. So that's the reason. If you are seeing these games and such, if you're all seeing this, and you see these games are still having sales, no matter how bad it will be or how bad it is, then the companies will think Candlelands of Hyrule. Candlelands of Hyrule, you're right. Something with can. Candlelands of Hyrule. Now I've got it. This is what goes wrong. People are buying some shit and some stuff which got changed. For example, the Fire Emblem game on the 3DS, which has been, I don't know how bad they made it. I don't know how bad they translated it and how much they cut it. I really don't know. Pretty much. So many things have been cut out, and so many things are just bad at this game. The game itself can be good, but it had the biggest sales from a Fire Emblem. And this is just wrong. This is just wrong, or isn't it? I don't know. For me, it feels just wrong if this is happening. And I don't know. People can enjoy how they want. Don't get me wrong. It is totally fine if people are enjoying all this stuff. I don't really mind. I really don't mind. But many things are just not meant to be like this. That is what I like on PC games. You can try to patch it uncut. Yeah, of course. But my PC is not the best, so that's the reason why I mostly play on consoles, and I am more or less. Yeah, I need to. I can't just. Yeah. I'm depending on these consoles. That's the reason why it's a little bit bad for me. But I don't care. To be honest, I don't really care. But it is how it is. I have GTA San 100% uncut. Okay, but I am not playing GTA, so I don't know. GTA was never something for me. And yeah, I know what I'm doing, and I know what I want. To be honest, I would like to play the new Pokemon games, because there are some things which looks pretty interesting and which looks pretty cool. For example, the Pokemon itself. The new Pokemon, most of the new Pokemon are pretty looking cool, to be honest. I really would like to make something, but Only about, I guess, 2 Pokemon from my old team is in the game. From my old main team, what I got. And this is something which just don't work well. I don't know. I cannot tell which Pokemon are exactly my Pokemon because I don't know the English names. I really don't know. I'm so sorry. And yeah, this is so weird. This is so bad, and this works out not so well. I mean, if they really cutted this shit because of curry for curry decks, I don't know. I still play Pokemon because of Pokemon, not because of curry. That's what goes really, really wrong. And I don't accept this. I will never accept this. It's not worth 60 euros. You can't tell me this game is worth 60 euros. Nobody can tell me this. Really, nobody. And that's the reason why I'm not buying this. If I find this in a second-hand store for around 30 euros or something, then I would say, okay. I would say, okay. I'm fine with that. But not for full price. Never for full price. No. And, well, many things are going out not so well. And this is what I don't like. Oh, I forgot something. I totally forgot. To go to a totally different location. And yes, I mean, I'm a bit sad. I'm not mad, I'm just sad. This is probably what many people are. Many people are just sad. They're just sad that this generation is getting, well, is doomed. It's just doomed. I would say I would like to give it a go, of course. But many people are hyping this. Let's just see. I want to see something. How many people are playing Pokemon Sword or Shield? Pokemon Sword Shield. Around 116,000 viewers on this game. Are you insane? Are you really insane right now? For a game which got bashed so badly. Many people are bashing this game so badly and so insane. And why? Well, I know why. I understand why. And many people are just watching this. I cannot understand it. Okay, let's say, for example, Reddit. Reddit is a pretty interesting forum for many stuff, where many things got leaked and where many problems are getting shown and such. And they also showed the problems of Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is really important. And many people are just saying, hey, it's just Reddit. And what they said there was totally right. It was totally right and totally correct. And yeah, this is pretty interesting. This is pretty interesting though. Oh, don't annoy me with game theory. I don't care about game theory. YouTube comment, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I'm totally fine if other players are totally enjoying this game. I'm totally fine with that. But what I don't get is that so many people are complaining about this shit. And probably so many people are still buying it and playing it and watching other players and people. And this is what I don't get. This is what I really don't get. This is something I don't understand. I really don't understand this. If I hate something or if I complain about something, I'm not watching it. I hate it became a cutted game. I don't really need the uncut content, but I hate that it takes something away from me. Not even that. It's even much worse. I mean, it's much more worse because they cutted something out which was already in the game. So this is the worst thing. The worst thing is not that they cutted something, the worst thing is that they cutted something which was already in previous games. This is what I do not get. This is what I never will get. And I probably don't want to get this. And the next thing is that they lied. They lied to the audience. I mean, a good company is not doing this. A good company is not lying to the fans and to the consumers. No. This is just not a good behavior. This is what I do not get. I think on Zelda Link's Awakening. I don't know how this game is, to be honest. I never played this game. I never played the... well, the original. I played the original, but not the remake. I never played the remake, to be honest. Because it's... because this is still a Nintendo thing. Remasters, remakes are mostly for around 40 euros. Yeah, around like this. Nintendo is the only company who is selling remasters and remakes for full price. Probably because they can. They're just saying, hey, we can. We just can. Because we are Nintendo. We can do this. And yeah. This is what I don't get. And not only that. The people are buying this stuff. No matter what. They're not waiting for price drops or something. I don't know. I really don't know. This is something I don't really care. If there's a price drop, well, okayly dokayly. Then it's fine. But what I don't get all the time, well, it's probably the fact that many people don't really caring about this. What is this noise? I guess a cat is scratching himself and is sitting on a chair or something. I know it sounds weird. I heard a really weird noise here. We have ghosts! That's so nice. Well, it is how it is. It is how it is, right? You cannot just get or buy an unfinished game. This is what I think. I would not say that every game is finished, what I am playing, to be honest. There are many games that are looking unfinished. I mean, this game, for example, looks a little bit unfinished too. But we are talking about a Mana game, which is having not a huge team. And Pokemon is having a huge team, a really huge team. Many people are working on this. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I don't care about if the game is unfinished or not. I just care about if the game is worth it. And I got Zero of Mana Remake for 40 euros. So it was worth it for 40 euros. If I would paid 60 euros, for example, then I would be a little bit mad. Eventually. I would say it would be too expensive. But for 40 euros, it's okay. Or $40. I don't know. I don't know if some eventually bought it in America or on countries where the dollars and FF8 Remastered gives for 20 euros. This is not worth it. To be honest, FF8 Remaster. I don't know. They only re-changed the models a bit. And I don't know if this is a good thing. FF8 Remaster, this was something I didn't really like about it. It was... This got so much potential, looked so much better in the trailers, and then this came up. I don't know if I'm the only one who is thinking that this is laziness from Square Enix. But it feels like it. It feels like laziness. I don't know. The PC version is shit, so I buy this version. I guess the PS4 version is not... the PS4 version is not that different. The PS4 version is the same like the PC version. I don't think that this is different. We could technically talk about other stuff. What is going wrong in the world, and this online and gaming world and all this such. I mean... I would like to see... Could you please not do this? I would like to see other things, which is, I don't know, much more interesting. You need to see no, the use of the PS music and I buy it on Switch. Well, Switch is something I mostly never buy if this is on another console. They choose President Trump again? What? President Trump? Where has been President Trump? What the hell? I haven't seen this. Hey! Who's doing this? Ah, damn it. I'm so stupid. Could we stop this? Could we stop this? What I meant was something totally different. If I see something for another console or something, I would buy it there and not on the Switch. There are reasons for that. America's president, the orange guy. I know who Trump is, but what do you mean with that? What does this have to do anything with Final Fantasy remaster? This is what I didn't got or didn't understand. There's so much things which is going wrong, to be honest. Oh, come on. I thought we were going to talk about the world. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is just an example. This is just an example. I don't want to say something about politics. Because politics is not something which should belong to a stream or something. This doesn't belong here. I mean, this one, I guess it was a Hearthstone player, got me banned because he talked about politics, and I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of talking about politics, and I'm not having this high knowledge about the politics in the world. I'm not that aware of this. That's the reason why I'm not talking about it. I'm thinking about something. I could technically do this one here. I totally forgot I can put in I put in some shortcuts for this. Totally forgot this. This makes it a lot easier. Why am I not doing this? I'm so stupid sometimes. Oh, I don't have an MP. What I really like was the Spyro remake. Never played this. I never played this. I don't have anything to do with Spyro, to be honest. It feels like the typical platformer which came out, I don't know, for any PlayStation 1 platformer. Let's just say this. That's how it feels and that's how it looks. I know it is originally from the PlayStation 1, but I don't know. I enjoyed many things already. Yeah, to be honest, I enjoyed many things which many people didn't enjoy. It's weird. 3 games for a price from 1, but the PS1 games are the best. Yeah, could be like that. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. I can't talk about this because I don't play the original, and I haven't played the remake because I don't have anything to do with this series. Nothing. Nah. Nothing at all. I don't know. I'm a bit sad about what's happening. For example, Pokemon was one of my favorite series of all time. And I don't know how this evolves. This evolves into a mess. Into a huge mess. Into a huge shit. And a huge pillar of shit. That is so huge I don't know if I can even make kinda I don't know. I don't know how to call this. I don't even have a word for this. And but what really pisses me off is the behavior of the people, of the consumers. This is what I don't really like. But well, we are still here. And we are still trying. We are still trying to do the best. Like everyone did eventually. Or everyone tried. Spyro Enter Dragonfly for the PS2 was shit, but Heroes Tale for PS2 was much better. The Legend Trilogy was nice, but not Spyro, and Skylanders bullshit. Skylanders was some sort of milking stuff. I don't know. Or something like how to compare with amiibos. I don't know, it feels like this. Please, I want to try to copy the amiibos or something. I don't know. Not so sure about this. I need this. Oh yeah, these were called Silktail. Oh, I totally forgot about them. Well, not directly, I did not forget it. I can just imagine what could happen in the future about other games and such, but I don't know. Many things are going into a wrong way, or into a weird way. And I don't know if I would like this. No, I don't want to save, I'm sorry. So I want to say give Spyro a chance, but only the first games. No, I will not. Because I'm not a... Let's say I play some platformers. Yeah, this is true. But not that much. To be honest, I'm not playing that much. Phew, this is a lot. This really is a lot. Costs a lot of money here. I don't know, but somehow I have the feeling I'm trying to give other where is it? I try to give other franchises a chance already, and somehow I regret it. I regret it in some points, in many points. I don't know why. It's like Super Mario 64, but only bigger, and you play a dragon. Exactly, this is the case. This is what I meant. It's like Super Mario 64, but with a dragon. Why should I play the same game again, but only because it's a dragon? I don't know. If you want to see Dragon, I play Dragon Quest. This is what I'm doing. I'm already... yeah, this is something what I don't like. Dragon Quest 11 for the PlayStation Switch. Yeah, the PlayStation Switch. Don't you know the newest console, the PlayStation Switch? I would still want to say this. Nintendo Switch. Why didn't I like this? Because this game got extra content. Because Nintendo came too late again. They made an extra version. And if I would have known this, I wouldn't have spared the PS4 version for me. I would like to have Spyro's more funny moments. Yeah, exactly. It is the Ratchet and Clank and Crash Bandicoot humor I don't like. Oh, what was the other game? What was the other game? There was another game. I don't know. Exactly. This is exactly what I don't like. Because this doesn't have much in-depth or something. This is which I can call it. It doesn't feel like in-depth or something. That's the reason why I'm not into it. I'm into other stuff. And I've seen the Legend story has much impact. Yeah, impact eventually, but not it doesn't sound like it has much feel for me or feel for characters or something. I don't know. I'm insane right now. What is she trying to do here? I really don't know. What's the Silk Tie try to do? I don't know. I always try to find something which fits for me. For me and only for me. I don't know. And many things are not fitting for me. I mean, the end song from Legends by Eternal Night was Broken Soul. I don't even know what the song is. Eternal Night. I don't even know what this song is. To be honest, sorry, I don't even know what this song is. I don't even know this song. Or maybe I know this song but I forgot, I don't know. I'm not so sure. But on the other hand, to be honest, I don't really care. I don't really care if or if not. Because I mostly try to do something or to play something what I eventually enjoy. But it feels like these kind of games, like Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank, and all the other platformers, and the newer Rayman games, and so on. That's the reason why I'm not giving this a go. Because I've seen it all. I've seen it already. I guess I can say I have seen this somewhere before, because something similar like that has been already happened or occurred. And that's the reason why I'm not giving this a go. And because this is probably not my childhood stuff. For example, many people were hyped for this what was it? Medieval game, medieval remake game. And then I've seen, I tried the demo and I thought myself, why are people thinking this is cool? I don't get it. And the reason why I don't get it was that it was not a childhood game or something for me. Many people are just thinking it's cool because it has a childhood memory thingy or something. I don't know. Probably because of this. But I cannot say this. I cannot confirm this. Believe me, the legend story was really cool. Spyro has their dark for I can skill it. Okay. As I mentioned, I've seen this before. Skill techniques. This is something which is in many games. No, sorry, man. This is something I don't quite understand. And the reason for that is because I'm not. This is not a childhood game for me. But it's fine if others are liking this. And why haven't I seen this? Give me the javelin. It's with the others. Okay. And yeah, Dragon Quest 11. This was something where I was really mad about. Because I invested time into the PlayStation 4 version. Only to get to know that the Nintendo Switch version will come. I know that this was one of the first games which was announced for the Nintendo Switch. Well, it was the NX on this point, where it was announced. But what I don't get, what I really don't get, is why did it got extra content? Why did this game got extra content? This made me so mad. I really don't get it. I really don't get why this got extra content. The PlayStation 4 deserves this content too. And the Steam version too. To be honest, this is just stupid. Many people are just saying, oh, Nintendo paid for this. Who said this? Who said Nintendo paid for this? No, I have no evidence for this, that Nintendo paid for it. Legend story is not more funny and really dark and sad. Yeah, it can be, but I don't care. As I mentioned before, I don't care. You know, I really don't care. And this is still not a thing where I really need to say, hey, this is just bad. This is just bad and it makes me mad. And something like this happens. When something like this happens, I'm really mad. that the game just get more attention because it's on another console. I played a demo of Dragon Quest 11 from the Switch, and I guess I got 2 crashes, more or less nearly at the beginning of the game. Well, this was not so cool. It was something I didn't really like. And well, I played the game through. I played it fully through. And after that I was really even more mad about this. I was mad about that Square Enix didn't told us that the Switch version is getting extra content. Nobody told us that. I know that there was a Switch version in the making, but nobody said it was something about extra content. Who said this? Nobody. Really? Indeed, nobody. They just said, hey, we are making a Switch version. Okay. Or in an NX version. It wasn't an NX version, was it? And then suddenly they came with, hey, we are doing extra content. And I say, hey, I am extra pissed right now. And I'm still not willing to buy this, to be honest. I'm still not willing to buy this. I don't need... come on. This is not so fair. I'm not a fan about this. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Being small here is pretty evil. I should get big any minute, normally. I don't know. Still not big. I don't know what's happening. Well, okay, let me make this. Oh, come on. Could you please stop? At this frame! At this certain frame. It happened. It happened! I really don't get it. Could you please kill them? And yeah, this is what I meant. I don't know, extra content is cool and such, but it's not cool if this is console exclusive or something. This is something which is just a no-go. This is just a no-go for everything. It's just a no-go for everything, and I guess the developers knows this. Or are aware of this. Well, I'm extra pissed. And I guess I will stick with extra pissed. Yeah, I guess it's the best thing. I don't know, I will not even buy this game in a second-hand store for a Switch. I would never do this. I guess I will not do this. Because I still am pissed. Oh, come on. Because I really try to enjoy this, and I try to enjoy this on the console I want, and I like. And if I cannot do this, because the developers are just, I don't know, dicks who want to get more sales again, or to get double sales, then I will not do this, because I will not pay the same price again for a game which I already have. I already have read on Twitter some shit like, oh, I have bought the game already 3 times. Well, lucky you! I'm not wasting money like... I cannot waste money around like that. I cannot do this. This is something stupid. This is a stupid excuse. This is really something stupid. I'm sorry, but I just can't. I just can't. I need to watch the time a bit, because I probably need to go offline very soon. Because I don't know when my wife is finished with her concert. Because she's now out around... yeah... I guess 2 hours? Well, 2.5 hours, yeah. 2.5 hours, and she haven't read me yet. But I should technically go. I should probably go offline for now. Yeah, I'm going on a trip. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Nico. You are so cute. Okay, I'll go offline. I'm tired. I cannot concentrate anymore. Okay, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm the Kaido. I will have a nice evening and so on. Well, I will see you next time. Bye bye.